Hi friends, it's Em of Plan with Em, and today we are going to be making our own Valentine's Day cards. But we're going to be doing it with an Archer and Olive twist using only Archer and Olive supplies, and it's going to be so fun. The awesome part is that it is so customizable. So here I've pulled some supplies like the A5 notepads, a few little stickers and calligraphs, but you can use whatever you have lying around, right? One thing I always do when I rip the page out of the notepad, there's usually a little bit of excess hanging on past the perforation point, and I'm gonna trim that off. But after this, it is creativity time. So we're talking fun designs. We're talking Valentine's Day puns. We're talking all of the little scissor crafts that you did in elementary school, but better. That is what we're doing today. So remember that you can use these cards for literally anyone, right? Just to show them a little bit of appreciation and what they mean to you. So I'm going to be giving mine to my husband, maybe one to my cat, to some people in my Dungeons and Dragons group, right? All across the board. So to make this first card, all I'm doing is taking the Archer and Olive calligraphs and lightly pressing down to create these little leaf shapes with the tip. It is so simple. Like, I was honestly astounded with how this turns out, and then I'm just alternating the colors between a red and a pink to make it really pop. But you could also use this to make plant vines or the like. It turns out really, really cool and is super low effort. If you want more details on the supplies that I'm using, be sure to check out the associated blog post on the Archer and Olive website. It'll be linked in the description. I think it would also be really cute if we designed a card with like candy in mind, right? So maybe the O would be the little Hershey's Kiss, and then we could make the letters out of other pieces of candy. I think that would be fun. Obviously, consider allergens and stuff like that. But you could also use your loved one's favorite candies, or maybe something a little more personal to them. So like, for the planner in your life, the O could be a roll of washi tape, and then you could make some of the other letters out of pieces of stationery, right? Like pens and calligraphs and stuff like that. So whether it's you drawing it or if their gift is, a giant piece of paper with those taped to it, that would be really, really cute. And you could do as many layers of these little leaf petals as you want. I just did 2 because I thought it looked good. Next, we're going to be taking this pink library card paper, and we're going to be making at least in my opinion, a pretty romantic card. It's this like the story of us. So on the left-hand side of this, once I get it all taped down, I'm going to be putting the years. So for my husband and myself, like the year we met, the year we fell in love, the year we got married, the year we got our cat Siri, etc. And I'm also using a sticker to make it a little extra cute. But that's it. And you could personalize this to if it's your best friend, right? The day you met, the day you became best friends, the day you went on that really fun trip to Disney, right? It's super personalizable, and I think it has a big impact when it's someone that you've known for a really long time. It's also just your handwriting. There's nothing extra complicated about it, but it is just so meaningful to get a handwritten card, especially nowadays. And I think that any person in your life would be really happy to receive something like this from you. So that's that. And we're moving on to this is like my little emo kid heart's favorite one of these. I did look up how to draw a stegosaurus because I tried one and it looked like a loaf of bread, and I was like, okay, maybe not this time. So all we're doing is we are drawing a dinosaur with a calligraph, and then I'm gonna letter on top of this, "Rar" means I love you in dinosaur. I really love dinosaurs, and anyone who knows me generally also appreciates them. You could also use letter stickers for this. I think that would be really cute and kind of provide a bit of a collage-y element to it. I just really liked the idea of this dinosaur yelling "roar" in all caps. It just made me smile. And like the recipient of this card is definitely gonna smile too. This would also be super fun if you have to make a bunch of them, right? So like if you have a ton of work friends and you want to make them all the same card, you could use different dinosaurs on it. So lots of different dinosaur doodles, right? So you could have a little T-Rex, a pterodactyl, a triceratops. Okay, even though I think pterodactyls technically aren't dinosaurs, but it's fine. They are from that time period, so we're gonna count it. I guess you could also draw like Cretaceous trees or something, but that would be a really, really fun way to make a bunch of these at once without it being really overwhelming or having to go out and purchase a bunch of cards. And then we just color it in. That's the super fun part. So here I'm gonna color it all in this nice little mint green color and then double tap on the spines just so they look a little bit darker. And that's it. It's just so freaking cute. I cannot wait to give this card to someone. A fun candy pairing for this would actually be like those little dinosaur eggs. Sometimes if you're late, they'll be Easter eggs, right? But you can rebrand. It's totally fine. Finally, we are going back to elementary school to the good old fold a piece of paper in half and draw a heart on it. So I'm using a pencil quickly to just outline half of a heart, and then I'm going one level higher to draw another one. So we're doing a double heart. So be super, super careful when you do this, because I almost messed it up and I would have been devastated. So you cut along the outside, right, while it's folded in half. Totally normal. That's what you did in school. It's when you get to the middle heart, right? Because we're going to have two, one on the outside and one on the inside, that you need to be extra careful so you don't accidentally cut the entire heart out. Now, if you do, that's totally fine. You still have a really cute single heart that you can give to someone. But what I really like about this one is that it has a little heart in the center that you can write something on. So what I'm doing is starting at the bottom, everything's fine, and apologies if I go out of frame, but when you get to the top, you do not cut all the way through. You can cut as close as you want. It's just that there will be a thinner or thicker line at the top, depending on where you stop. So I wanted a pretty big margin for error here because, you know, this was my first rodeo, right? But I think that this turned out so cute. I will say that I made a little bit of a mistake by unfolding it, just because then I have to go back in and add the little pencil line. But so long as you're cognizant of that, you're just not cutting the full way around the heart, you can do this with just two quick little, I guess three, because you have to go in and cut out the heart itself at the end. But it is so simple and it looks so freaking cute. I'm just going in and just snipping this last little bit off, and then we have a double heart. It reminds me of the Powerpuff Girls, honestly. Like, I thought maybe I would put a little red docker paper behind it, but you could take this and then glue it onto something, or you can be like me and this is your card and I'm just writing "Love You, Mean It" on it. You could also make a bunch of these for a garland or something, and that would be super cool. But that's it. That's 4 really simple yet sentimental Valentine's Day cards that you can give to anyone in your life. Don't forget to check out the blog post for more details and subscribe to Archer and Olive for more bullet journal content. Happy Valentine's Day!